Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk to you about beginning an at-home yoga practice. I know a lot of you, when you hear the term yoga, you're like, that is not for me. I can't do yoga. I'm not double jointed. It's intimidating. I'm not flexible. They use words I don't understand. All of this I've heard about yoga. But I've also heard, I really want to try it. You know, how do I get into it? What should I do? What's a good class to take? So I'm here today to help you make some choices about starting a yoga practice. Now I'm going to try to do this video without my co-stars. But that's not going to happen. Because as soon as I turn on the camera, and especially as soon as I sit on the floor, here they come. Here they come. So, let's see how much I can get done with this one. I can't see the camera. I can't. Casey, you want to do yoga with me? Come lay over here. Lay on the floor. Go lay down. Go lay down. Casey, go lay down. No. No kisses right now. Go lay down. Go lay down. She has to smell all of the equipment that I'm going to show you in just a minute. Go lay down. And she's gone. All right. I'm sure Nashville will be in here any minute. All right. So these are just my experiences from yoga that I'm going to share with you, and hope to give you some insight into yoga, and hope to encourage you to start your own yoga practice. Now, the thing about yoga that I love so much is that it is a practice, and no one, even the greatest teachers out there, are still learning and still perfecting their yoga. So if you go into a yoga studio, just know that everyone is on a different level, and that's 100% fine. It's not a competition in yoga, and most of the teachers will tell you to keep your eyes on your own mat. That's because it's not a competition. Everyone is doing their own thing. It is all about you, what you can do, what you feel comfortable doing, and to help you come together in mind, body, and spirit. That's what it's all about. So another thing to remember, I'm going to try to get you to do your at-home practice before you go into a studio, so you know what to expect in a studio. Casey, go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. No, go lay down. Oh, there she goes. She's going to lay down. If you do go into a studio, if you do already practice yoga and go into a studio, here's some things that you need to keep in mind. Just from my experiences and what I've seen in yoga studios, the number one thing is try not to wear perfume or heavily scented lotions, because one of the great things about a yoga studio is a lot of times they have like incense burning or essential oils going, and it smells so lovely in the studio. Or they have eucalyptus, or some of them might have the windows open and you can do the ocean breeze or whatever it is. But nobody wants to go into a yoga practice and sit next to someone who's got a ton of perfume or cologne or lotion on, because in yoga it's all about breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And if you're just breathing in someone else's perfume or cologne, it's not a good thing. It makes for a very uncomfortable very headache-inducing yoga experience. So just be mindful of the scents that you put on before you do yoga. And don't slather up all the lotions and all of that before you go in there, because it's just not a good look. The next thing that is very important is to wear the proper clothes. Everybody has yoga pants. I mean, they're worn 24/7 these days. So go to Target, Lululemon, Athleta, wherever you go. Maybe your yoga studio sells yoga pants. Maybe you don't have any and you need to go to Target and get some, because they're very affordable and they're super comfortable, and that's why everyone wears them all day. So yoga pants is very important, and they should be like yoga pants. They shouldn't be just something you buy from the pajama department and throw on, because you're going to end up fiddling with your clothes. You're going to pull on your pants, or they're going to be too loose and you have to tie them up, or they're going to be too long or too short. So it's just a really good idea to wear yoga pants. And a lot of girls, they wear the yoga shorts too, which is totally fine, whatever you feel comfortable in. Just remember that they shouldn't have anything in the back, like zippers or anything like that, or in the front they shouldn't have any ties, because you are going to be doing a lot of laying on your back and on your stomach, so that would just be uncomfortable. The most important thing to remember is to be comfortable. All right, another thing that I've learned the hard way is to be sure to wear a shirt that is tight around the bottom, like this. Not like tight, but like fitted around the bottom, so that if you turn upside down, it's not going to come up over your head, because then again, that's you taking your mind off of your yoga and worrying about your clothes. So tight around the bottom. Doesn't have to be skin tight all the way down. That's a good look too, but tight around the bottom. Or a lot of girls just wear their yoga bras or their sports bras and pants, which is, if that's the way you want to go to yoga, then that's the way you go to yoga. And I probably would too if I was 25, but I like the long shirts. Another thing is to have bare feet. Don't go to yoga with, your tennis shoes and your socks and all that kind of stuff, because everyone is taking their shoes off. No one's leaving their shoes on. Very, very few people leave their socks on. It's not encouraged in yoga, because you need to become one with the earth with your feet. There's gripping of the toes, there's spreading out of the toes, there's, feeling the earth with your feet. So that's very important in yoga. So just be aware, if you need to do a pedicure or do some grooming around the feet area, just know that you will be showing your feet in class. But I'm telling you all of this hoping that you will go venture into a class, but I also really want to encourage you to do some yoga at home, because it's so easy and it's so good for you, and anyone can do it. So I'm going to give you some tips and tricks to start your yoga practice at home. Tell you about some yoga classes to go to. So if you Google these, or if you look on YouTube, then you'll know what type of class to do for a beginner, or maybe you want to try other type of classes. All right, so there's Ashtanga yoga. Ashtanga, I think that's how you pronounce it. And Ashtanga yoga is, you're always doing the same poses in the exact same order every single time you go. That's what it is. If you see that labeled in a class, you'll know, oh, I'm going to be doing this series of poses in this order every single time. So if you are someone who likes order and you like consistency, this is a good class for you, because you know what you're getting. You will leave sweaty and physically challenged, because it's a hard workout. So if you're a beginner, I would not start with this class, simply because you probably wouldn't enjoy it, and you would probably be turned off by yoga because it's not made for beginners. I know all different levels go into different classes, but there are better classes for you. I'm going to tell you about those. All right, the next class is very popular, is the other class that's very popular right now is Bikram yoga, or as everyone knows it as hot yoga. Now, hot yoga is done in an artificially heated room. So they bring in, like, if you're lucky, infrared lighting, or they turn up the heat. So it's going to be, like a minimum of 100 degrees in there, and you will be dripping sweat before you even get into your first pose. This is a very fun class to take because it's not like something you've ever done before, and it's a great detox. It's great for getting into poses because your muscles are so warm from the class that you're able to get into a lot of different poses that you normally wouldn't get into. It's also a really good way to injure yourself or pull a muscle because your body isn't prepared for those poses yet, especially if you're a beginner. So just be cautious if you go to a hot yoga class and don't overdo it. One of the things that you must have before you enter a hot yoga class is water. So grab your hydro flask, whatever water bottle you use. Make sure it has a lid on it and that it closes, and make sure that it is a sports bottle to where you either have a built-in straw or you just have to turn it to drink it, because you do not want to have to, take the lid off of your water bottle every single time to take a drink and then screw it back on, because you're just wasting your time. And there's so many different water bottles that you just don't need to be bothered with that during a yoga class. All right, the next type of yoga is vinyasa, and this is a beautiful class. It's smooth transitions between all the different poses. It's like a dance. It's very beautiful. It is a great workout, and the thing that I love about vinyasa yoga is no two classes are the same. So unlike Ashtanga yoga, vinyasa yoga is different every single time you go. And for me, that's what I love, because I don't like doing the same thing time after time after time. It gets boring, my muscles get used to it, and I don't feel challenged. So I really love vinyasa yoga. It's a great workout, it's a great stretch, and it's a great way to clear your mind. My second favorite yoga is Hatha yoga. This is perfect for beginners. It's not a huge workout. It's just a great way to have an introduction into yoga. It's relaxing. You're not going to sweat. You're going to feel longer and looser and more relaxed after you do a Hatha yoga class. It's great for, like, if you only have 30 to 45 minutes during your lunch break to do it, or at the end of the day, or if you're feeling stressed and just need some alone time. Go into your bedroom, go upstairs, go into your closet if you have to, go into your bathroom and do a 20-minute Hatha yoga practice, and you will come out feeling amazing. All right, my very favorite type of yoga is called restorative yoga, and this we do in Carmel all the time, and it is just amazing. This type of class really should be done in a studio, because teachers who do restorative yoga make the class so enjoyable and so relaxing that it's hard to get that atmosphere at home. But you can, and it's good if you want to do it in the studio but you're a little bit intimidated. Turn on a YouTube video for restorative yoga and find your way and get a little bit familiar with it before you go to a class. All right, the thing I love about restorative yoga are the props. All right, you use bolsters, which is like a big firm pillow, that you can lay on, you can put your legs on, you can put under your neck, under your back. They have all different positions for the bolsters, and I am obsessed with bolsters. If you go to a yoga class and it has a list of all the different props on the board, or you see all the blankets and mats laid out, that's my kind of class, because I love props. All right, you do, okay, a bolster, the blankets. This is not a blanket, but this is what I use at home. I just fold it up as much as I can, but a yoga blanket is like one of those old Aztec type blankets that are real thick and fold over, and it's made out of wool, and you can fold it up to, you know, a pretty thick layer to where you can sit on it, which helps you get into positions a lot easier. Another yoga is a block. I just got these at Target, and they were like $14. Great blocks. I got 2 of them because usually in yoga you're going to need 2 blocks to sit on or to help with all the different poses. These are cork blocks. When I was checking out, the guy behind the counter was like, "Oh, I just use a stack of books for it." Well, that is not very smart, because that's not sturdy and you could really injure yourself. So these were like $14. I think I already said that. So blocks are very important, and also straps. I don't have a, you know, yoga strap, but this is a strap that you could use. Mainly it's to help with your stretching. You hold one end in your hand and put one around your foot, and you stretch your legs. I also use this. This is another, you know, it's just really a prop that if you can't reach your feet, or if you can't, you know, reach your hands behind your head, then these straps help. And it's always good to have these handy. All right, another thing that I love about restorative yoga is there's no effort. It's just helping your body and your mind connect and just be healthy inside, and that's all it is. It's not, you're not doing a sprint or a run, and you won't leave dripping sweat, but to get a good workout or to get healthy doesn't necessarily mean you have to sweat every time. And some people even think that restorative yoga is more beneficial than a nap. So the next time you're exhausted and you just need to go into the bedroom and close your eyes for a little nap, turn on a YouTube channel and do a little restorative yoga class, and you will feel 100% better. So that's that. Now, some of my favorite yoga classes to do at home. Since I have a Peloton, since I am a member of Peloton Digital, because you have to have that in order to have a bike, I love the yoga classes on the Peloton Digital, which means anybody can get Peloton Digital. It's just an app on your phone, and then you can, you know, you could ride the bike at your gym, or you could do any of the classes that they offer. So I love the yoga on the Peloton Digital because they have it listed beginner, intermediate, and advanced, and then they have, you know, all the different restorative, Hatha, Vinyasa. There's a bunch of different ones that I didn't go into because I'm not familiar with them, but the Peloton is great for yoga. I've been doing it for a long time, and I just love it. It's just super easy to do. It's easy to follow. The thing about that also is it's on your computer. So you can get the Peloton Digital on your computer. I cannot do yoga from my phone. It's too small and I can't see it. So all of these that I'm going to tell you, do them from your computer or from your TV. Another one, I mentioned it before, is Boho Beautiful. She is on a YouTube channel. She has her own YouTube channel, and she does beautiful, beautiful yoga. Her practice is gorgeous. She's very flexible. She has gorgeous settings, and she has all different levels of classes and also different time frames. You could do 10, 20, 30 minutes. It's really good. Another really great yoga on YouTube is Yoga with Adriene. She has almost 5 million subscribers to her channel. So you know she is good. She does everything you can imagine. She's done, she does morning yoga, she does yoga for stress, she does yoga for creativity, she even has yoga for wrist pain, which I've been experiencing. I mean, there's nothing you can think of. Yoga for food cravings, yoga for if you're going to travel, yoga for a bad back, yoga for knee pain, yoga for pregnancy, everything you can think of. Go check her out. She is amazing. Also, she always has her dog in her video just laying in the background. Just like me, I love it. If you could see Casey, she's laying right here, and Nashville is over on the couch. Nashville is not making an appearance this morning. That's very unlike her. That was my... So that is it. One thing I forgot to mention when I was talking about the clothes for yoga, it is a really good idea to bring layers. I love this top because it is a crop top, which means it's tight around my middle, so I don't have to worry about it riding up. And if I get too sweaty, I can take it off. And I always bring a hoodie. Well, it doesn't have to be a hoodie, but it does have to zip, because during Shavasana, you do not want to have to put something over your head. You just want to put it on and zip it up and lay back and go nighty-night. Because Shavasana is my very favorite pose. If you don't know it, it's just when you lay down at the very end of yoga and the teacher either sings to you or plays music or does little bells or nothing at all, and it's just super quiet, and a lot of people fall asleep, and it's fine because everybody's on their own journey in the yoga class. So that is it for yoga. Thanks and namaste.